Hi everybody, I am back again with another toy review. This time it is the Jakks specific Sonic the Hedgehog Super Silver figure. I already reviewed two other figures in this recent wave here, which would be Jet and Tails. Tails, you know, looks like a re-release, but actually has different hands and comes with a new accessory, and the eyes are actually painted differently. Anyways, also classic Sonic is being re-released. I'm not sure if it's any different because I really didn't give it a good look over. I don't want a bunch of Sonic figures, to be quite honest, unless they are completely different, you know, molds or whatever, or sculpts. But anyways, let's take a little peek at Super Silver. And we'll go into the differences of Super Silver and regular silver to show off some of the other Super Sonics and Super Shadow that have been released. And as you can see here, we have the clear Chaos Emerald, which is long awaited. Very nice, because we've got all the other ones at this point. So this is very cool. There's kind of a scratch in there almost inside. I don't know if you can see it. It's like right in there. Weird. You can see there's a little hole at the bottom to plug this in somewhere, but they haven't released something to plug it into, so you're gonna have to try to balance them until then. All right. Foot off right in the box. That's an easy fix. These are peg leg figures, as I call them, and the legs or the feet boot, or whatever you want to call it, and the gloves, hands pop right back on very easily. So there is that. It's a great looking figure. I see little smuts already right off the bat on the hand. That comes right off. I don't know what is going on with some of these figures. Some of the other lines I collect, like Jazzwares Pokemon figures, they're like really dirty a lot of the time too. I don't know what their factory conditions are like, but it's kind of concerning. Anyways, so let's get a look at the paint. And there's another little scuff on the head. I have to use a Mr. Clean Magic eraser on this guy. Paint is pretty good, honestly. Not too bad. Let's see, even it's gonna be hard to see. I'm gonna have to try to root my figure so you can see. His ears are painted there on both sides. Here, I can pull it down. That works a little better. See that? Painted. Very nice. And the little fur around the chest area is painted. And that is, actually it's not painted. It's a separate piece of plastic, which is really nice. That's connected into the body. I like that they did that. That is a very cool move. Let's see. The gloves are painted very well. I even painted the palms of the hands on both figures. There. The regular one has that too, but it's neat that these are yellow, whereas the regular one has like blue circles in the palm of his hands. Boots are beautiful. They're painted very nicely. They actually used a matte finish paint on the back here and on the front. So for the white and the turquoise, it's kind of a little more glossy, and then they have the gray at the bottom. They're a little different. The paint's a little different than the regular. So they did not put the blue lines in the gloves and boots that the regular silver has. I don't know. I can't remember if Super Silver is supposed to have those or not. It doesn't look like it though on the packaging, so maybe that's just how his design is. Personally, I think it would look a lot cooler if it had the blue going through there, but that's just me. So anyways, articulation is standard. Like most Sonic figures, the head is on a peg. The hands pop out on these pegs. Like you saw when I took him out of the box, his boots are on a peg. It does have shoulder ball articulation here, so it rotates all the way around. The hands go all the way around. Like I said, they're on a peg and pop off and on. If you wanted to, you could switch them out with the regular silver figure. Knees rotate all the way around, back and forth. Then you have a hinge at the knee here, and that also rotates. All Sonic figures are like that, to my knowledge. which is nice. It's a nice move. You want to be careful though, not to rotate it too much, because it will get real loose, and then they won't be able to stand up, because they are pretty top heavy figures because of their big heads, you know. I move my camera down so you can see them better. There you go. Looks very cool. So I'm going to bring in the regular silver figure into this. So we'll get super silver, regular silver. So as you can see, a lot of the figure is pretty much the same, like sculpt wise. It's neat though that they changed the piece, like the furry piece on his like chest here, or on his neck, because on this original figure it's actually part of the body. It's not a separate piece of plastic like it is on this one. So that's a nice update for sure. Let's see what else. Can't tell. The legs actually look a little thinner on the super one, if you can see that. They look a lot thinner to me. The regular version looks a little chunkier. Yeah, even I think the body, well, the arms are definitely different, that's for sure. So there's that. I don't know. The body actually looks thinner on the regular version than the super version, so there's that too. Interesting. Oh, and the tail is shorter on the new one compared to the original regular silver figure. Well, there's lots of differences going on here, really. It does look like the front headpiece is the same, though. Really trying to examine this. See, obviously the eyes are painted different. The mouth and the eyes are a separate piece of plastic plugged in, and then the front hair piece here, that's plugged in separate also. Obviously they have two different colored eyes. The arms are sculpted differently on this side, you can see. One does not have a bend at the elbow, and this one does. They have the same kind of hands though. You can see that. And same here. Now this arm is exactly the same on both figures. Same type of hand as well. Boots are exactly the same. No real differences there. Same kind of wrinkle in the boots on both of them. The paint is actually matte on the first one too. I didn't think it was for some reason. Let's see. Yep. Yeah. It's a little darker on the bottom of the boots on the new one than it is on the old one. So there's that. I'm going to take the regular silver out, and I'm going to bring in the rest of the super figures so you can see them all together. What's been released by Jakks so far. So here is Super Shadow. He has a lot of trouble standing up. His legs are so spindly and tiny. I might actually have to lean. I'm going to lean these guys back so you guys can see everyone better. A bunch of falling. And then here is Supersonic, the original. And here is, here, I'll put Sonic here. And we'll put Sonic buttons. Okay. There's a movie Supersonic. And then, last but not least, classic Supersonic. He's a little, because they haven't released him in the 5-inch line yet, but these are all of the super figures in the Sonic line that have been released so far. I know there are other smaller versions of Super Shadow and the smaller one also, but I'm just showing you the 5-inch. And the reason I brought that one in is because they haven't released it in the 5-inch line. But anyways, that is about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have a good one.